Hey, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, Happy New Year! It is a new year. Are you excited? I'm excited. I love New Year's. They are a fresh start. For those of you who guys don't know me, I'm Lauren Kidd. I'm a business strategist. I teach moms how to start, run, and scale their online businesses while being present in their kids' lives. If this is your first time checking out my channel, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button if you like what you hear. If you're a returning viewer, thanks so much. Guys, you're going to hear bumbling, you're going to hear stumbling. I am a one-take wonder. This is not a perfection show. This is not something that you're going to see quick, edit, fancy, stop. That's not me, that's not what I like, that's not what I enjoy, and that's not who I am. So if you're looking for perfection, you've come to the wrong place. Let's just start the year off right and tell you that. First and foremost, you get what you see. I don't think that anybody needs to have all the fancy If you're doing a really expensive paid course, I suggest you up the game just a little bit. But guys, this is my platform, this is my show, this is my fun, this is my space to help you grow and scale your business. So you get what you get. You get noises, you get life, you might even get a kid every once in a while. So today, we are going to talk about starting your new year off strong, as I bumble in the first part of the video, right? It's life. It happens. Don't ever take yourself too seriously. That should be like, bar none, the number one tip for business. Don't ever take yourself so seriously that you're like, oh my god, I totally can't mess up. I'm going to have to re-record it. It took me 7 hours to do one 10-minute video. No, mama, no. You don't have time for that. Let the mistakes happen. That's called life. And it's going to help connect you with the people who really understand what it's like to be in your shoes and to want to work with you. Okay? So, back to the game point of today, starting your new year off strong. It is a new year. I know that there are still a ton of uncertainties out there. I know that there's still a lot to consider and think about, and some like what's happening and some don't like what's happening, and we're not going to get into all of that right now. What we're talking about is your business, because that is something that you can control. You can control every aspect of your business. You choose whether you are going to be amazing, you choose whether you're going to be a lazy bum, you choose whether you're going to succeed, you choose whether you're going to fail. You do. You choose whether or not you're going to fail. Whether it's mentally or emotionally or subconsciously, maybe you don't even realize it. Okay? You are the one holding yourself back, or you are the one propelling yourself forward. Nobody else is going to do that for you. Motivation, sure. Encouragement, yes. Teachings, absolutely. Learn from others who have been there and have gone through what you're doing. Invest in yourself. It's going to be epic and it's going to be life transforming and changing, and your business will scale. But how can you get ready for this year in your business without going crazy, right? Number one, have a game plan. Yay! If you checked out our last video, we talked about getting ready for the new year. Here we are about starting strong, right? One of the fundamental things about actually getting ready for the year is having a solid game plan. Knowing what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how often you're going to do it is going to give you such peace of mind. You're not just going to show up, sit at the computer doing your work hours and ignore your kids and then try to figure out what to do. No. Mama, you don't have time for that. You don't have time to just sit at your computer all day long. If you guys paid attention to my video, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 videos ago, it was the first time I was sitting down at my computer all day long. And I want that for you. I do not want you to be attached to your computer all day. I do not want you to sit down and have no idea what you're doing. Have a game plan. Whether you map out your first quarter, half the year, the full year, whatever it is that you want to do, make sure that you have a game plan for what it is that you're going to do. When you're going to show up, how often you're going to show up, when you show up, what are you going to share, what are you going to promote, what's going to be happening. Know it in advance so that when you show up, you're ready to go. Guys, this is my list. This is my list of videos. I'm sitting here and recording all of these videos in one take because that's what I do. Which leads me to point number 2. Batch out your stuff. Don't try to do things every single week. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You are not Joe in the business world who can show up at his office 9 to 5 and then clock out and be done. You're not them. Jen, you're at home and you're stressed out and the kids are driving you crazy and you're probably still virtual learning. And you've got to make all the meals, you got to somehow keep the house clean, and maybe you still have appointments to run to, and oops, you forgot the groceries, and the laundry's still going, and the dog needs to go poop. You don't have time to constantly be on your computer, on your phone, trying to figure out the business stuff. It's not feasible. Sit down, Map out your stuff so that you know what you got to share, when you got to share, and how often you got to share, and then batch it out. Save yourself some time. I'm talking to you from 2020, but it's 2021 when you're watching this, because I sit down and I batch out my stuff because Mama doesn't want to sit down on her computer every single week. I love you guys and I love sharing high value content, but the truth of the matter is, if you want to be a successful mompreneur, mom life hacks they're not telling you, you've got to batch your content. And I'm not talking about batch it so far in advance that you're, not relevant anymore. No, keep it relevant. All of this is relevant. I never go any further than 6 to 7 weeks on any of my stuff so that I know if something changes, if a massive crisis changes, I can tweak it as I go. But I have a game plan. I have my entire year for 2021 mapped out. I sat down in November of 2020 and mapped out my entire year. I went to the Dollar Tree. I got one of those big fancy dollar calendars. And I decided when I was going to do what, when, how, and how often. And that's what I suggest that you do. If you haven't already done it, you can still do it. There's still time. You haven't messed up. It is the first part of the year. You've got a whole year to take off. But once you figure out what you're doing, batch it out. Save yourself some time. Don't have as many gray hairs. Saves yourself some money with the trips to the beauty salon because you're not covering up those grays as often, right? I know. Funny. Number 3. Focus on your money-making actions. Try not to just get lost in this endless scroll. Try not to just sit down and just go, I don't know what I'm doing. Focus on your money-making actions. Show up, talk to people, share your content, be valuable. All the other amazing money-making activities that you should be doing every single day that shouldn't take you any more than a half hour to an hour, depending on your time. And yes, you can do it in pockets of time. You might have 5 minutes here. You might have 10 minutes here. Maybe you have a half hour. Maybe you have a whole hour. I don't know what your day looks like. Your day does not look like my day, and that's okay. But these tips still apply. Have a game plan. Batch out your stuff so that you save yourself time in the long run, and focus on your money-making actions. Push everything else to the side. Show up with a cheery disposition and be like, yes, I've got this. It's going to be amazing. Guys, you're starting with a fresh slate. It's a fresh year. It's a new year. Barring everything else that will happen in the exteriors of your business, you can control your business. You can control your success. So I want you to go out and be successful. I want you to take these tips and I want you to run with them. And if at any part of this is confusing, shoot me a DM. My link is below. Just click it and be like, help. I'm there to help. That's what I'm here to do. So I love you guys. I will see you guys next Monday at 9. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit subscribe. That would be wonderful. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Monday at 9.